Hey treasure hunters, welcome back to the channel where we dive deep, literally and figuratively, into the biggest mysteries of the Curse of Oak Island. And let me tell you, episode 19 of season 12, titled Barreling Forward, just dropped a bomb of discovery that might blow the lid off this century-old mystery. We're talking barrels, beams, clues from the 1700s, and maybe, just maybe, the French Navy's secret stash from 1746. If you've been following this journey, you know how rare it is to get this close to history. And this episode, it's straight up explosive. Stick with me for the next few minutes because we're going to unpack every inch of dirt the team turned over, every timber they hoisted, and every moment they thought, this could be it. Spoiler, it's wild. Picture this. You've been digging for over a decade, millions of dollars spent, decades of research. And then, out of the mud, your team finds a barrel stave. Just a piece of curved wood, right? Wrong. This might be the missing link to the legendary 1861 collapse of Shaft 6, when treasure-filled barrels supposedly plummeted into the deep. And in episode 19, that link came into focus like never before. Rick Lagina said it best. There is no question barrels were used in the money pit. The real question is, what was in them? And this tiny curved piece of oak could be telling us. We're right on the edge. They found iron straps too. Could those have reinforced a treasure chest? The hope was alive. But just as the team hit what felt like solid metal at 116 feet, reality bit back. It was bedrock. Another near miss. Or was it? Let's swing over to the swamp because that storyline is just as bonkers. If you think the money pit is mysterious, the swamp is straight up haunted by secrets. This episode, the team found survey stakes spaced exactly 14 feet apart. You don't get that kind of precision from nature, folks. That's man-made. That's engineering. That's planning. And then, a carved log. Not just driftwood, not just storm debris. This thing had defined lines cut into it. Could it have been used as a roller to transport something heavy? Like, I don't know, giant crates of treasure. Ethan, the team's archaeologist, broke it down and confirmed this wasn't random. This was functional. The swamp continues to scream, I'm hiding something. Now let us talk about one of the most compelling twists of the episode, the Duke D. Anvil theory. The team uncovered pottery fragments dated between 1740 and 1760, smack in the middle of the French Duke's failed naval campaign in Nova Scotia. One piece may even show a fleur-de-lis, the symbol of French royalty. Let's connect the dots. French military ships, secret orders, and a vault of treasure that needed hiding after a disastrous mission. Oak Island sits right along the path they would have taken. Add in the wharf pin and ship-related iron spikes found on Lot 5. This is more than a theory now. It's a storyline begging to be proven. Charles Barkhouse nailed it when he said, "Little pieces of artifacts tell a story." Well, Oak Island is starting to tell a loud one. Now here's where it gets even crazier. The team sent in a wooden dowel found in the RP2 shaft for carbon testing. The results? 1725 to 1764. That's decades before the money pit was first discovered in 1795. Think about that. Humans were clearly active on Oak Island, and digging, before anyone officially found the money pit. Dr. Spooner said it plain. The most probable time period is right before the discovery of the money pit. That means someone was planning something, planting something, burying something. This isn't just random historical noise. This is a roadmap. So where does this all lead us? To RP3, the next and possibly final shaft for the season. If RP2 got them inches from the tunnel of Shaft 6, then RP3 could put them directly on it. The one place treasure may have spilled and scattered after the 1861 collapse. This could be the moment they've all been chasing for 12 seasons. Rick and Marty know the stakes. Marty, ever the realist, said, "We proved the narrative, now we just have to find the treasure." And folks, he's right. The barrel evidence, the swamp engineering, the French connections, all of it is lining up like stars in a constellation pointing one direction, down. Quick shout out to Kadia Drayton, who wraps her work this season on a high note. She helped uncover the precise swamp stakes and added new insights into wood structures around the island. Her enthusiasm is contagious, and it shows. This search won't end with the current team. There's a new generation of Oak Island explorers getting ready to take the torch. Rick's emotional thanks to Kadia reminded us all. This hunt is about more than gold. It's about legacy. It's about passing the obsession, the dedication, and the hope onto the next wave of searchers. So what's the takeaway from barreling forward? Easy. The pieces are coming together. This isn't just some adventure series anymore. This is real archaeology meeting real mystery, with the possibility of real treasure closer than it has ever been. Barrel staves, pre-money pit timber, French pottery, precision stakes in the swamp. It all points to one undeniable truth. Something big happened on Oak Island centuries ago, and if RP3 delivers, we could finally see it revealed. And let us not forget how this episode is giving fresh fuel to the age-old question: was the money pit actually a decoy? With the intensity of what's being uncovered in the swamp and on Lot 5, some longtime theorists are saying, maybe, just maybe, the real treasure was never in the money pit to begin with. What if the legendary shaft was meant to distract or delay future diggers, while the actual vault sat quietly under the swamp's murky waters, or beneath Lot 5, waiting for someone to find the right clues and piece the puzzle together? This episode subtly nudges us in that direction. And if RP3 comes up short, that theory might just become the frontrunner. The emotional roller coaster this show delivers is unmatched. Every time the drill hits something solid, your heart skips a beat. Is it gold, a centuries-old chest, or just another rock? That moment in this episode when they hit resistance at 116 feet, it was like time stopped. The hope was palpable, the crew was electric, and when they realized it was likely just bedrock, crushing. But what sets this team apart is their resilience. They don't quit. They pivot, analyze, regroup, and go again. That's what makes watching this journey so addicting. You're not just following a dig, you're witnessing unwavering human determination. And let's talk artifacts again, because they tell a deeper story. That fleur-de-lis pottery piece isn't just pretty. It could be the smoking gun that ties Oak Island's mystery to 18th century French military activity. We've heard whispers for seasons about the Duc d'Anville expedition. Now we're getting hard evidence. Combine that with the wharf pin and iron hardware, and it looks like Oak Island may have been more than just a drop site. It might have been a full-on strategic naval outpost. And where there were French ships, there could have been French treasure, possibly plundered or protected assets from New France, or even the Vatican. Let's not overlook the technology powering this search either. The team isn't just using shovels and gut instincts. They're working with sonar, resistivity mapping, high-tech drills, and advanced carbon dating. That radiocarbon test dating the wooden dowel to pre-1795, that's forensic-level confirmation of activity long before the story officially began. Science is finally catching up to folklore. And what it's telling us is this: Oak Island's legend may be rooted in real, trackable historical fact. It's no longer just a tale of mystery. It's an unfolding investigation. We also got to see a rare blend of science and sentiment in this episode. When Rick Lagina held that barrel stave, you could see the weight of decades on his face. That wasn't just a chunk of wood, it was validation, a whisper from the past. And you felt it. This isn't just about riches for him. It's about uncovering a truth lost to time, restoring forgotten history, and fulfilling a promise to all the diggers who came before. It is hard not to get emotional watching it, even if you are just a viewer at home. The team's next steps are crystal clear. They're loading up for RP3. And here's the twist. This next shaft is aimed at intersecting what they now believe is the exact collapse point of Shaft 6. If the historical accounts are right, that's where treasure-laden barrels went down. So with RP3, they're not just hoping. They're strategically targeting a location built on years of research, engineering, and some seriously persistent detective work. It's the culmination of an entire season's worth of data. If something huge is going to be found, it'll be there. So as we barrel toward the final episodes of Season 12, the anticipation couldn't be higher. Will RP3 finally deliver the moment fans have waited over a decade for? Could we see coins, relics, scrolls, maybe even undeniable proof of Templar or French treasure? Or will Oak Island once again keep its secrets just out of reach? One thing is certain: the hunt is far from over. And if barreling forward taught us anything, it's that every stone overturned, every beam lifted, and every test conducted brings us one step closer to unlocking a 229-year-old mystery.